You know, we're drawn to women who we feel they love themselves, and you want to get a bit of that. Or you at some stage in your life really felt that, because otherwise you wouldn't miss it so much. Welcome to Rethink Your Routine. Now this week we have a woman, Grace, who so many of you are going to identify with her story of feeling a mother who's lost herself. Let's meet Grace.
My name is Grace. 안녕하세요. I'm Korean American. I'm living in the Netherlands, raising a toddler. He's almost 3. It's draining being a mom. I'm trying to figure out who I am now at 41, and it's been a struggle. And I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped taking pride in my appearance. It's a vicious cycle where I don't care, so I don't take care of myself. I hate the way I look, so I don't care. I say I don't care, but I do.
Hello, Grace, in the Netherlands. You know, how you spoke about juggling, motherhood. These are brilliant, brilliant things to chat about.
Yeah, I guess I felt so alone, but I'm finding that there are a lot of other women that felt exactly the way I feel.
But you are now going back into work, are you?
Yes, I'm planning on sending my son to daycare, so I thought I was going to start working again, and I just felt overwhelmed, you know, like...
How are you feeling in yourself?
I felt really invisible. The moment I became a mom, everything became about the baby. I didn't matter anymore. And that was really difficult. You know, society's always telling us, you need to bounce back, women, you need to look this way, you know? And I felt like a failure.
The energy to put yourself first for a second is just too much of an effort. I think that's where we can get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have the time or energy or the motivation to be sitting there thinking, how can I contour my face so I look more alluring to the other sex, you know?
You know, I know there's times I did makeup because I had chronic acne and I wanted to hide myself from the world. There's times I did makeup to feel alluring to the opposite sex. You know, there's all those other reasons we do it. And I think when a woman could get to a place where ultimately she does it for herself, it becomes a self-love, self-worth moment. And that's what I want it to be for you, darling. So I
had a big cry this morning so I wouldn't be all emotional, and yet here we are.
And yet here we are, and it's the place you can do it.
I'm supposed to be a wife, a mom, a daughter, a sister, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell I am.
You know, we're drawn to women who we feel they love themselves, and you want to get a bit of that, all right? So
yeah,
you at some stage in your life really felt that, because otherwise you wouldn't miss it so much.
Exactly. You know, in my 20s and 30s, I was working full time. I felt confident and I loved myself.
We're going to start with the simplest thing, and it's an external thing, makeup, but making that effort with yourself, making that tiny effort every single day will help you get there. Bringing some color into your life. You know, I want to send you a product which is going to just make your skin feel incredible. I want to first of all give you a bloody glow so you feel like you just had the best sex in your life when you look in the mirror.
Okay, I can work with that.
And I'm going to send you a hell of a bold colored lip. It's that confidence for you to say, yeah, today, nothing else, I'm just going to do the lip.
Bold.
Bold. We're talking bold.
Deal.
Now, can we talk about the hair? Let me look about the hair, because it's not like I'm a hairdresser, but I want to see everything.
I had a lovely haircut like a couple months ago, but it's grown out and...
Grace, do you have any pictures of you when you felt the most confident?
Yes, I do.
How long ago was pink hair? June 2017. Then you also had like a brown hair. It shows me such a different side of you, Grace. The other thing, Grace, we don't want to go back to what we were. I always feel it's wonderful to evolve. And you are a mum now, but the mum is a label that's not like every woman has a conflict around what motherhood means to her. God, I wish you were in England so I could just take you to the hairdresser and everything. All right, I want you to consider going back to the hairdresser you just said you really love and saying, look, can I do a model night?
Right.
All right, I really look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, Trinny, for your time.
All right, darling. Grace, look at me in the computer now.
You're gonna make me cry
you
if you look at me like that.
You know you need to do this, don't you?
Well, I was in a really dark place, Trinny, you know, and I didn't feel like I belonged here.
That always happens with people who are very individual. It's your curse and your joy. You're not a boring mum. In your heart, you're a very special woman. You know you're doing an injustice to yourself right now. So really understand, age is f***ing irrelevant. It's your attitude that you feel that makes you see where you can go. Well, I mean, that was for me such an eye-opener, and weirdly looking at Grace's Instagram, just gave me an insight into the woman that she saw herself as and how far she thinks she's changed in a way that she's become so invisible. And it was really interesting to see that, and we don't always see that on the show. So I love that we saw that. I don't know if she's going to dye her hair, but fingers crossed she will. Anyway, let's see. So, Grace, how are you, my dear?
I'm doing well, Trinny, thank you.
I see that hair has changed.
You inspired me to try to get out of my comfort zone. Shoji from Hair Studio Picnic in Rotterdam, he said he'd be willing to do a model cut and color. I absolutely love it.
It's so gorgeous because you know what, we talked about your evolution. So I will give a little credit when we put this out to the hair studio. Darling, let's start. I sent you BFF, so we're both going to start together. So I just want you to do that because you've got a little redness in your cheeks, and I want you, even in that lovely Dutch sun, to be protecting your face.
Smells super luxurious.
It's giving your skin that lovely glow. So I want you to pick up Virtue, Lady J, which is like a soft pink lip to cheek, Emily, which is like a sort of lovely plummy shade. So quick this, darling. Get the Virtue, and you're just going to put a little bit all over your upper lid. I want you to lift it high to the brow bone so you get that lovely light in your eye.
This is beautiful.
You're going to take Lady J, people start there, and then work up to your cheekbone and just go gently over your cheekbone so you get that sweep of color.
This is a really natural blush color. I like it.
Yeah, it's a very soft color. Then we're going to go down to your lip, and you're going to put a little bit of Lady J on your lips. Now it's light.
It's super pigmented. It's beautiful.
Super pigmented. But I want to bring a bit more definition to your lips. So I'm now going to take the Emily Sheer Shimmer and put a layer over the top. Gives you a really like a neutral lip. You could take a tiny bit of that Emily, the last bit of it, just put it on your cheek and just blend that on your cheek, just to give that glow, that sort of enhanced glow to your cheek. Got it?
I think so.
Soft, pretty feminine, Grace. Do you feel that?
How can I explain it? It makes me look healthier.
I remember we talked about how you get up and you don't have time and it's all a rush. This took you 3 minutes.
It was super easy.
3 minutes. So let him eat the cereal, go into the bathroom, before you take him to school, do it, and then you're set for the day.
And it's different, isn't it? Getting up and just putting on your face a little bit. It's subtle, but it's a big difference in your attitude, I think.
And even standing with strangers at a school gate, there's that sense of who am I as a woman and what do I want to project?
I understand that feeling.
Okay, so we've done the day, but now you might be going out with girlfriends, you might be going out with your partner. We don't always have time to take all our makeup off and put it on again. So this is what I call the overlay solution. All right, so I want you to take Rebalance, 2 pumps. Focus also on the areas of oiliness and redness. So I want you to focus on your cheeks and then on your forehead and T-zone, because this is going to really help. Yes. Hello, darling. What's your son's name, Grace?
His name's Benjamin.
Hi, Benjamin.
I have promised him gummies and playground after Mama's meeting.
Oh my God. And I just want you to take a little bit of Reem, which is a flush blush, on your cheeks again, just gently. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Wisdom, which is a very neutral eye-to-eye shade. Around your brow, just going up to your brow bone and on the outside of your eye, I want you to build up definition so you get that, but don't go all the way up to your brow. Leave a little white space.
So it's just adding some depth.
Exactly, that's what we're doing. We're adding depth. We are the sculptors. Then I'm going to take Mystery, which is a really beautiful taupiness, I would say, and I'm going to put that over on my inner part.
I mean, it's very subtle, but it does build up, I can see.
So I just checked your picture you sent me, darling, yes. And we put mascara on whilst we were waiting to do that, just so we can see, because it's very difficult when we do the show to see each other properly. So we just checked your makeup. So it's subtle eyes, lovely, little mascara on. I just did lash to brow. Now I want you to get face finish, and just wherever you feel you're a little bit oily, now you've used Rebalance, you shouldn't need much of it, but just in areas where you think you'd like to be toned down in the glow, pick up the Pipper, that bright lip, darling. Where do I want the fullness in my lip? And you have very beautiful, what I call rosebud lips. Do you see there's a line when our mouth is closed? I want you to not put color on there so much and bring the color.
Basically emphasizing the full part.
Now, can you put a bit more on? This is like a bright red lip we're talking, and you're being very subtle right now.
I was a bit scared, you know, I didn't want to.
I know. And now you've done the first layer, going with the second. Oh, that is so cute. You could go on the line to just make a bit more fullness.
You know what? I see a woman with purpose. Until now, I've always just kind of wanted to make myself smaller, and some eye makeup and this bright red lip, it's making me feel seen. It does make me feel a bit dangerous. It's like, oh, people are gonna look at me, but
dangerous is not bad, and it's about ready to have more adventure in your life, ready to broaden your life.
Because I don't want to lose who I am just because I became a mom. I want to add that to the person I already am, you know?
Darling, it's been such a pleasure going on this journey with you.
Thank you for coaxing that person back out of me, Trinny.
All right, darling. Kiss.
Bye-bye. To feel kind of lifted up and seen after being invisible for so long. It makes me feel valued and appreciated, and it helps me to see myself as someone who deserves happiness and deserves to be spoiled and deserves everything.
And we can look at ourselves and look backward at our lives and pictures and think, we were that person, what happened to us, we've hidden away. I love watching those journeys, and I hope you do too.
I'm all glammed up with my red lippy and full makeup. I am ready to tackle the playground.
Thank you for watching. Until next time.